Hey, Darlene, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I want to thank you so much for stopping in tonight. From what I understand, and I already know, because we talked about this, it looks like you're making your pizza, am I right? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so tonight's pizza, is this going to be... I think you said something about you're going to be actually making the cheese for us at the same time?
I'm going to start the cheese.
You're going to start the cheese. Okay, now you made cheese earlier. You made it last night?
Yeah, what I made earlier is what we're going to put on the pizza.
Okay.
And if we need some extra, what we're going to here on be our backup.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Well, that sounds really good. So you made the cheese. Okay. Phenomenal. And you're going to be making... Okay, so you're making the flour, actually, because I see the bread flour over there. Okay. And you're also... Okay, you're starting the cheese. Phenomenal. And you're making the sauce for it, too. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. If you want to... Okay, so right now...
We'll actually bake the pizza, too.
All right. Well, let's talk this through. I really appreciate... I mean, I'm going to love this pizza, I know. I'm going to be so ready for it. Anyway, folks, I got to tell you, I wish you were here so you could have a piece of it. I am getting so excited just by seeing the raw cashew nuts because I know what's coming down the road. Even though we're not going to be eating this cheese tonight,
we won't be eating some of this cheese.
Oh, well, there you go. So, I'm looking forward to trying that cheese.
What?
I also know that cheese, I remember, we had made that cheese absolutely phenomenal, really, really thick.
This is actually just soaking 1.5 cups of cashews right now.
Okay, so step number 1 is, okay, so this is the first step in the cheese, you're soaking the cashew nuts. Okay, and you're soaking it in hot water that you brought to a boil?
Yes.
Okay. Very cool. How long are you going to let that soak for? Do you just guess?
At least 20 minutes or longer.
Okay, cool. Well, I know what it tasted like last time, so I know that's the right time. No, that is true. Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm taking some 1 1/4 cups of water.
1 1/4 cups of water.
Because we're going to let our bread...
No. Okay, so now that you have the cashew sitting waiting for the cheese, the first step on the bread is 1 1/4 cup of water. Okay. Now, this flour that you're making, is it going to be a mix of wheat tonight, or is it just going to be...
I'm going to do a little bit of the... I'm going to put about a cup of the fine wheat in there. Okay.
All right. I know we already talked about this, but just so that I can get clarity, and for anybody that's watching right now, or everybody that's watching, of course, you're doing the white flour. You're doing some of that.
I'm not doing white flour.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
It is unbleached red flour.
Ah, okay. And you're mixing that with it, so it will. Is it because it will roll out smoother, or?
You can mix it on more fluffy pizza like.
Oh, okay. More fluffy crust pizza. Okay. I also saw that you used distilled water. That's all you cook with, I think. Okay. And you drink how much distilled water a day?
A gallon.
A gallon? Okay.
And then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of honey. Too much.
That's from the organic honey that we got from the Amish, is that correct?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I absolutely love that honey. You do too, don't you, Marley? Yes, I do.
You get Marley honey too?
Huh? I'm sure he gets honey in something we're feeding him. I don't know what. I don't know, Marley. If I think about it, buddy, I'll think about it.
He'll think about you.
All right, I'll tell you what, let me go ahead and get over the food there.
Well, that's fine. Just doing it.
All right. Just to let you know, your face is barely in the picture.
That's fine.
And we got you on the food. And we see you stirring the honey in the water.
Yes, I'm trying to get it kind of diluted in there. I'll probably use the honey spoon again a little bit later.
You're going to be adding more honey or putting something else in there?
Well, I'm going to have honey. The sauce actually calls for honey.
Okay.
Well, it called for sugar, but I put honey. And I always try to get as much of my honey.
Okay, so in this stage of it, when you got... the water and the honey, are you bringing that to a boil?
No.
Or? No.
No, it doesn't. It only needs to get to like, give me a second. 120, no higher.
120 degrees. Okay.
Look at that one. A little sticky. Can you see it? You wanna see? Where it's being kind of, you gotta make sure
Yeah,
it's
let me
off.
come on in.
Have to faint sometimes. I'm worried. I look at this stickiness like anything. Honey sticky. Honey, your honey is sticky.
I got the, yeah, we're looking at it.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I was just wondering if you could see it.
No, we got the close up. I'm assuming you're going to be adding something in the water with the honey?
I'm actually going to pour it in there, and then I'm going to pour the yeast.
Okay.
Which is...
Let me know when you're ready to do that, and I'll bring it back
Tablespoon.
out. Because it's just so exciting watching water with honey. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pan out, and I got the bowl now. So we can see the bowl and the... So we can see where you're going to put the flour and stuff.
Alright, I'm going to turn that up. Just enough because I want to get this one warm.
The whole process of... As you're making the cheese you're making tonight, and what kind of cheese are you making?
Mozzarella.
There you go.
Vegan style.
Plant-based. Whichever.
Pretty much vegan style.
No.
Yes.
No, the mozzarella is not vegan because you got the honey in there.
No, there's no honey in the mozzarella.
Oh, my bad.
So.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
The crust is not vegan style.
My bad.
Right now I'm at like it's almost going up to 100.
Okay, just for our viewers, how long does it usually take to make the mozzarella cheese? In total,
Mozzarella?
30 minutes, an hour?
No, mozzarella cheese, no.
Okay.
Maybe the crust and stuff to a pizza does take a little bit.
Okay.
Because it's got to rise. You actually have to get this warm enough, the water just warm enough, and have the yeast to like foam. What are you doing, me crazy?
I gave a thumbs up.
Oh, you gave it a thumbs up?
Oh, yeah.
And then, you have to mix all your dough and then let your crust rise.
You have to let it rise, everybody.
Well, we're getting there. We're like 110.
You know, it was a beautiful day.
Yes,
I was taking pictures today. It was just the rain. The rain was rough. Actually, the rain was just come and go. It wasn't that bad. Actually, it was annoying.
It was. I thought for a second it was going to be heartbreaking. Perfect. 120. So then I move this. Let's move some of this stuff.
Okay,
up.
so for anybody listening right now, I gotta tell you, Tennessee, there are way too many flies here right now. It is so annoying.
There's that. Move that out of the way.
It's always like that this time of year. You've always got annoying, just too many flies, just crazy.
Alright, and here we go with our tablespoon of this.
Okay, so we're adding a tablespoon of what there? You gotta keep
Active yeast.
the active yeast, and that's Fleischmann's bread machine, huh? Really? That's interesting.
Well, I've got some from other active yeast that I'm going to use later, and I sprinkle this.
Okay. Oh, so you're using. So I've never actually made bread myself, obviously, when I'm asking this question. When you're using Fleischmann's bread machine active yeast, right? So you can use that with any bread. You don't have to. I mean, obviously, you don't have to use it with a bread machine. It's just okay.
I think it's just the name on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because remember, we bought some from our little secret store.
Yeah, again, I'm like half paying attention all the time, so.
And it doesn't say this. I sprinkle it out. You know why I'm doing this? I sprinkle it out because I don't want it to clump up. Yeah, I'm a little critique on that, but I want it to rise right. I don't want it to.
You want it to rise?
I want it to foam where it'll rise and.
So do you mix that up in there, or how?
It's the reason why I sprinkle it out like this.
Right.
And be a little slow about it. You can zoom in a minute if you want to and show them where it foams.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I said. You can zoom in a minute and show them where it's going to start. It'll start foaming. It's kind of starting to foam now, but not like major.
I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in a little bit.
Alright, there's that. That's taken care of. I'm done with this. I won't need this. I'm completely finished with this. You keep this stuff in the refrigerator too.
Oh my
When
word.
you're not. Oh no, good.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we
So
can see it starting to fizz towards the bottom.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be that. And while it's doing its thing,
So how long does it do its thing like this?
how long is it doing its thing like
Yeah.
that?
Is this what rises for like an hour?
Oh no, it's going up to.
So how long does this process take?
4 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, and then I'll actually add the flour in.
Okay. All I know is it makes delicious pizza crust. So that's actually, I am gonna act like I can never figure it out, so you have to make it for me.
Oh wait, I'm gonna put you doing it next.
You know what? If I had directions, if I visually see it, I don't know if you're like this. Are you like this? Okay, so
Maybe.
maybe. Okay. I think we've seen enough dough rising.
All right.
I think there's
there's
something funny that people say about that. You know, it's exciting as watching dough rise. I think I've heard of something like that before. I don't know.
So while the dough's rising.
So dough's rising.
I'm going to go ahead and start opening the can of tomato sauce.
Okay.
And it is a 29, so since it's 29 ounces, I need about 15 ounces. I'm going to do about half a can.
So let me ask you, why don't you do the full can? Do you have anything you can use with the other half of the can, or is it just waste?
I'm doing half the can
And then you're going to keep the other half to just do with whatever?
to make something else.
Oh, okay. Because I know we sometimes make little pizzas that are...
Alright, so. Killing fly.
Yeah, these flies are horrible.
Alright, so this is 8 ounces.
Just to let you know, our kitchen isn't completely full of flies. We just have one fly. Just one annoying fly.
Annoying fly. And he would not be annoying if I could get him.
So that's about half of that jar?
Well, no, that's 8 ounces. I need 15. So, I'm working on it. Like I said, I'm doing two. I'm going to try to get as much of this done as possible. And then all this heat's going to help get the kitchen warm enough for the bread to rise.
Just to give everybody an idea at home of what the temperature is in this house, Darlene usually prefers the house unbelievably at 78 degrees. And when she's wanting bread to rise, We're looking at 81.
Obviously,
You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that in your home. I just find it entertaining.
if it's warm enough, you can actually set your crust in your car and have it covered up and everything. And it'll rise in like 5 minutes. I did that once. I did that once. When it was really hot.
Just for full disclosure though, darling. You know, it's just on a side note. It has nothing to do with your recipe, obviously, but people want, definitely want to get to know you. Before, like 3 months ago, right? You kept your house on what temperature? 68?
What are you talking about? You kept it at 68. I could have probably settled for 73 or 74.
So after Darlene started juicing and started eating 85% raw,
I'd like it at
plant-based,
80, and Matthew won't let me have it there either.
and she's eating 15%, and I gotta tell you, the way she's eating, what she's eating right now, you see it, folks.
Look at the crust.
This pizza right here.
4 minutes, look at all that right there. I gotta get.
Zoom in.
This is gonna be the messy part.
Oh, that's yeast rising. It's definitely not like that old saying of the bread rising.
See?
I got you. Oh no, I had it already zoomed in.
Oh, that's what I said.
No, you're fine.
Cause now we got to get the flour going. This is where it gets a little.
That reminds me of the Jack Daniel's distillery when we went to and we smelled all the yeast.
Oh yeah. Well,
If anybody hasn't gone to a distillery in a while, and you come to Tennessee, check out the Jack Daniel's distillery.
they have one somewhere else too, don't they?
They've got a distillery over there in Kentucky, not too far away. Matter of fact, they've got a bunch of distilleries not very far from here.
The Jack Daniel's.
But Jack Daniel's distillery, absolutely phenomenal. The tour is great. We're talking about, it used to be a free tour. Now what did it cost us? Like $20?
I don't remember what was
Like $20 a person. Not bad.
Alright, so.
And now, thank goodness, you can actually buy liquor there. How much flour are you putting in there?
3 cups total.
Okay, so you're doing 3 cups total. I think that you already said that you're doing, so you're doing a cup and a half and a cup and a half of each type of flour you're using?
No.
How are you doing it?
2 cups of the breaded.
Okay. Looks like you just hit the yeast a little bit.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to. Oh, you're doing it right there.
So you're doing 2 cups of the bread and 1 cup of the. What's the other thing you're doing?
Fine wheat.
Okay.
I'll let you. You can show them this one in a minute.
I see the label on. I'm gonna go and
Well, this one here
zoom
will
in.
be better if I turn it around for you, probably.
I just zoomed in it. It says fine wheat.
I can only find it in White Lily, but.
You're talking about the bread flour?
Yeah, if I was cheap, I'd go for off-brand if I could find it.
You got that at Walmart?
It's the only place I can find it. I mean, I could probably find it at the grocery store. I'm not gonna look right anywhere else. I'd pay about $20 for it if you had to look anywhere else. Alright, and then this is where we got from.
Yeah, I've already zoomed in on the little tag there. So tell me what's different about that fine wheat that we were able to get out in the country than the flour you can get around here. Is there anything different about it or no? Not really? Because it's organic or?
I guess it's all organic. It's the only thing I could think of. Alright, so I'm going to grab a fork. Look at that where it's foaming up over it.
I'll be.
Okay, so now I'm done with this. Can you take this for me?
Yep.
And tie that off. And we're done with the bread.
Thank you, ma'am.
And then we're going to start getting this mixed up. I do have a KitchenAid, but I figure why use it.
I just want to jump in real quick.
Mm-hmm. Well, jump in. Come on, help me.
No, well, I've been with my words. Okay, you know, it's this type of cooking right here, which just completely changes the dynamic of eating plant-based.
Mm-hmm.
This right here, what it does is it lets you know that you can eat plant-based and eat 15% plant-based, be completely healthy, and actually be sane of mind. A lot of times, if you're going to the store and you were to buy something plant-based, let's just say a pizza, you're talking about so much processed saturated fat, it's crazy. Completely unhealthy. And it doesn't even taste that good.
Well, maybe I want one a little bit longer than the one.
Matter of fact, it usually doesn't taste good at all. We were buying that one kind of pizza. Who was that made by? Do you recall? Did it start with a D?
Yeah, it starts with a D. So they
Dawa?
make a cheese.
Is it Daiwa?
I'm not sure it starts with that gluten-free, or excuse me, dairy-free cheese.
The dairy-free cheese. It costs like around $6.90 something, $7, right around $7.
Mm-hmm.
A little thing. The crust was it is really thin. The cheese is, I mean,
Not sure where the crust comes
doesn't
from.
taste good. It's the idea that you're eating pizza when you buy something like that. This right here, what this is you can stack tons of cheese on this. And the cheese, you're gonna find out more of what it's made out of. Obviously, right now, all we know is raw cashews. There's a type of flour that Darlene's gonna use, which makes it absolutely just over the top. Right now, you are patting the dough ball.
Actually, I'm kneading it just a little
You're
bit.
kneading the dough ball. But yeah, plant-based will actually make you go crazy.
All right, so
If you're, it doesn't make you go crazy, but that 15%, that 15% process is like a savior. It is. I think it is. I eat strict during the week.
okay, so now I got this. This is done. All I got to do is I got to cover it. Hey, can you give me a little bit of parchment paper?
Sure.
Please. Get your hands cleaned off.
The day before yesterday, I juiced. Actually, I barely juiced, and I'm really, oh man, I'm pretty much almost on a water fast. This right here, is that good?
Yes, I'm just covering the bread.
There you go.
So then all I do is cover this up over here. That way I don't want it to stick to my towel.
Okay, so you did parchment paper just to keep everything out of it?
Well, because I'm going to put the towel, it actually has to cover it.
Oh, okay.
And while it's doing its thing, I will need this again. And we'll set it up there. So now I've got my sauce. This is going. I got it covered. I'm going to actually go ahead and put a timer on for it anyway.
This pizza that you're making, it would feed what, 4 people?
Well,
Maybe more.
probably.
Are you making 2 pizzas?
No,
Are you
just
making
one.
2 small pizzas or 1?
Just one.
Why are you making just 1?
Because I don't feel it. Because we'll be
I don't
hurting.
feel like.
We'll be hurting.
What? Are you making enough flour for 2 or just 1? Oh, okay. Now, last time when you made it, did you make enough flour for 2 or 1?
Well, I made enough for me, you, and Dad to eat, and George and Fred and whoever else wanted some. But
Okay, so how much distilled water did you just add to that
1/4
tomato
cup.
stuff? You had 1/4 of a cup just now?
1/4.
1/4.
Just 1/4. Just one.
Just a 1/4.
Just
Okay.
1/4.
Okay, so it's just a 1/4 and it's tomato sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And now, what else are you going to add to that?
So now we're going to add. Okay, we'll start with this. 1/8 of black pepper.
So I see your cashews are at 29 minutes.
No.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
didn't-
you
I
got 2
didn't-
timers going on there.
No, I just actually turned that on for the bread to be going to rise, just to kind of keep it with where I can check it out. So I just need 1/8 of that, and that's all. No more. No
You
less.
need 1/8 of pepper?
Mhm.
Okay. So black pepper, you need 1/8.
Well, not you need the 1/8 anymore. Then everything. This
I
is
think you're trying to keep your recipe a secret, so we don't know.
This is a dash of that, and that's it.
Wait, you can't say a dash of that. You have to say a dash of
Of
something.
onion powder.
Okay.
Well, help me out here.
All right.
All right, so now I got
What do you got now?
1/4 teaspoon of, or 1/2 teaspoon. No. Ooh, 1/4 of a teaspoon of thyme.
Thyme. Oh, I do like my thyme.
I do too. I want it to slow down.
All right.
I was saying you're catching it. I need to slow down.
From what I'm experiencing, I'm gonna lose it. This fly is gonna make me lose my.
Okay. And then I need a 1/4 of a teaspoon of basil.
1/4 of a teaspoon of basil. Okay. Oh wow. So you used thyme and basil and garlic in some noodle stuff the other day.
And then a 1/4 of a teaspoon of oregano.
1/4 a teaspoon of oregano. All right.
And then I'm putting them up as I go so I don't use them again.
Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay.
And then a 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. I will keep garlic powder out because it is in the cheese.
Oh, okay.
We're all garlicky. All right, and then
I will say your cheese, of the 10 years I've been plant-based, your cheese is the best. You're going to have to do a special just on your cheese. Because I got to tell you, most people...
1/4 of a Celtic salt.
1/4 of a cup of salt?
Celtic salt.
Celtic salt.
All right, and then I think that's it. Oh, there's my bay
For
leaf.
anybody that's listening, Darlene is real serious about her salt. The quality of the salt.
1 bay leaf. 1 bay leaf.
One magical bay leaf like always.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
The sauce will actually be able to be cooking while
The
I'm
bread
making the
rosin?
cheese.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we got all that, we got all that. Okay, I need honey. Alright, since I'll be using it. I need a half a teaspoon of lemon.
Oh, I got your lemon here. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Where is the lemon? Oh, here it is.
I have to do 4 of these because I need a teaspoon of honey. I don't want to get this going hog wild.
Darlene, how did you come up with this pizza recipe? I know you're early on your journey of plant-based, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you, well, actually, you know what? How did you come up with the cheese recipe? Because I got to tell you, a long time
I
I've
dug
been
for
on.
that one.
Huh?
I had to dig for that one.
Okay.
That one I found on the internet.
You found it on the internet.
Mhm.
I know you changed it up a little bit.
No.
No, you didn't?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I didn't. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Never mind. I did change it up a little bit.
How did you change it up?
Well, one of them I had called for.
So you're adding okay, so.
That's just a half a teaspoon, which I'm going to need that right there again, so. I don't like the way your juicer works, but okay. We'll leave them there. Alright, that's all of that. So that's everything in this.
Okay, so what all did you just put in there? A lot.
1/4 teaspoon of thyme, 1/4 teaspoon of basil, dry basil, 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, a dash of onion, 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of honey, and a 1/4 cup of distilled water, and about 15 ounces of tomato sauce, and 1 bay leaf.
Well, sounds delicious.
That I stole out of a secret cookbook, our top secrets cookbook. I just changed the sugar that they put in the sauce to honey.
And I think, well, I mean, a lot of recipes you can,
Change things. You substitute others.
so substitute the sugar for honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now I gotta put the lid on that. I'm gonna save that sauce though, cause I'm gonna make us some.
You know, I think really the question whenever you're substituting is it gonna taste as good as the original ingredient? And I can say for
not, but sometimes it does. But right now I put a lid on that because you know that stuff's gonna go splitter splatter.
Okay, so it's gonna get pretty hot.
Okay, so now here's where we get. While that's doing that thing, that's doing its thing. I gotta get my Nutribullet out. Because that has been soaking for a little bit. Those nuts.
You know, just a passing thought, not to take away from what you're doing, but the Nutribullet not only does it make a perfect complement or a perfect tool when you're making the mozzarella cheese, but it's great for smoothies. It really is.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't use it for smoothies, but.
You know, if it's late at night, if you want something light, if you want a light supper, using the Nutribullet with some almond milk, with some frozen berries. I mean, just pop in some frozen bananas. We always have bananas frozen, so you can pop them in there. You got your strawberries, your bananas, and how much water are you putting in there?
Right now I'm going to do just a half. There's going to be nuts in there.
Okay. A half. Wait a minute. From what I can recall from the recipe, it's a whole 1 1/4?
1.5.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
1.5 cups of nuts, 1.5 cups of water.
That's right. So 1 to 1 ratio. Okay.
But I don't want to. Oh, can you pass me the apple cider vinegar?
Yes.
Yes, there's plenty.
Okay.
What is that? Oh, I started to say, what is that? That's your lemons. Here, you have some seeds, baby. You want some seeds?
I think I'm good on the seeds. Yeah, I'd love some. They put them in the trash.
Yeah. Okay, so we got that. We got that. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's been soaking long enough. I gotta drain these.
Okay. We're gonna let you drain those. We'll leave the camera where it's at. That's cool.
I'm just gotta drain my nuts. Now we'll take these, pour them in here. You know, sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Okay. Can't help it. Jingle, jingle, jangle. And then here comes my other half, or my other whole. Because it costs for 1.5. 1.5 and 1.5, so 1.5 cups of nuts, 1.5 cups of distilled water.
Oh, okay. That's a 1.5 cups of water. Okay.
Yeah, because I did a half one.
Yeah. Okay.
So then we got that. Then I go with my salt. So this one calls for a little extra loving. Where's my? Yeah, this is where it gets a little sauteed.
I'm sorry. What's that you're putting in?
Salty.
That's salt.
Well, yeah, because it's that's why I said it gets a little salty.
Okay. What kind of salt? Is that the Celtic? You said? Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, because...
What's another kind of salt that you got the other day?
Well, it's a little bit more coarse.
Oh, okay.
But
Same
same
kind?
thing, yeah.
Oh.
You gonna get it? You gonna get it?
No, I don't. No.
No. Okay. So 1.5 teaspoons of this
Oh,
stuff.
that's gonna be the death of me.
1.5 teaspoons. I might do a little less, not as much, but I got a little salt. Salt might get a little rough with me. Oh, that's right. Put that down here. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna need you. Alright, so this one, I only do 4 of these little
This
bits.
one.
This is the nutritional yeast. It goes in with the cashews and the distilled water and the Celtic salt. And then 4. I only do 4.
So that's here. If you would show us the nutritional yeast so we know what
Give
we're
me a
looking for.
second,
At the
hold on a
store.
minute. I'm gonna have to stir my sauce. Smell it? I can smell it. I can smell my herbs. You smell it? Take a big sniff. Open your nose. Open your nose.
Oh my gosh! Hold on.
Smell.
You fan.
I'm fanning the seasoning at you.
Sorry.
Alright, so nutritional yeast.
Okay. Obviously, it's great value. You got that at Walmart.
Yeah.
I did see that at Kroger's the other day. That costs around $5 a bottle now.
Yes.
It's amazing how that was $3 like yesterday.
Yeah, so I'm
'Cause
done
I
with
know I bought like 10 bottles of it.
that. Alright, and then I need.
I don't mind spending $30, but 50 kind of hurts me a little more.
So now I need 3 teaspoons, and I'm using 1/2 because I'm not going to keep dirtying up a bunch. So I gotta do 6 halves, which is 3 whole tablespoons.
That's 3 whole tablespoons of what now?
Not yet.
Oh.
4, I'm getting 5, 6. 6 halves, 3 whole garlic powder.
Just garlic powder, okay.
Just garlic powder.
Gotcha. Just any old garlic powder will work.
Any. Alright, and then I gotta have my tablespoons. Yeah. I need 3 of these. 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar.
With the mother.
With some thunder.
A little bit of thunder out there.
1. 2. 3. I think I'm done. I don't need the honey. I think I'm done with the honey, in fact.
You think you're done with the honey?
I think I'm done with the honey, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so that's it. And then, guess what? Tapioca time.
Alright, so this is tapioca flour.
Yep, I gotta stir this. Oh, there's my tablespoon. I knew I was going to use it again, so I have to stir this every now and then.
Just the name tapioca flour. Actually, the word tapioca completely throws me off. I know there's nothing bad in it, but the only thing that I can think of is tapioca that you get at the store. That's completely unhealthy for us.
What is it? What'd you say?
I said tapioca is completely unhealthy for us.
Okay, so I need 7 of these. 7 tablespoons of tapioca flour. You say unhealthy?
The
Oh, you're thinking tapioca pudding.
Right.
Right. What's this stuff? This is like,
No, the tapioca flour you got in a bag that you got at Kroger's.
That's it, but I just put it in a jar.
And you put it in a jar. Specifically, why do you like keeping it in a jar?
Because I'm not supposed to really have a lot of plastic.
That's right.
Plastic bag. 3. Marley says sponger's bad.
And you're not supposed to have exposure to a lot of plastic. Why?
4.
Oh, sorry. I'm just going to throw it out there. Huh?
Thyroid.
Yeah, I'm going to throw it out there. A lot of people haven't watched, obviously there could be a lot of new people watching this video.
5.
So, 6.
6.
So if you're new to this video,
7.
Darlene got really serious about, I don't know if she wants to share all of her meds. I think she has in the past. I'm pretty darn sure. But she was on thyroid medicine. When you're on thyroid medicine, the doctor basically, I think he told you, did he not?
They want to suck your blood out all the time, and then they want to tell you to come back in 2 months, and they'll give you 2 months supply, and you come back in 2 months, and then they want to suck your blood out again, and then they want to tell you, oh, well, we need to lower it, or we need to rise. Oh! Make it rise. Well, suck a little more blood out of you.
So I think what you're telling us in a very interesting voice is that you are highly annoyed
Yes.
about having to go to the doctor.
Making sure, yeah. Okay, yeah, got it. All right, ready? Here we go. Guess what? Blend time.
Okay, everybody, turn down your TV or your phone. This is about to get a little bit loud. So how did you know when to stop it? Did you just
I just stopped it.
Okay.
If you use the NutriBullet, it doesn't take it long. I was just trying to stir up because you have to keep the pizza sauce stirred because it starts thickening.
Okay.
So
That
Speaking of that recipe that you found for this mozzarella cheese, it told you to mix it up in a blender or something?
it said to blend it in a blender, but I like the NutriBullet better. It makes it smooth.
Marty, baby, excuse me, please.
I'm gonna go ahead and zoom this back
I need to
Get
so
the
people
pot.
can actually see
need
your
the pot.
portion
I need
again.
Where's my pot? Where's my pot? I need a lid too. Ooh. Wait a minute. No, I don't need a lid.
I'm losing my lid, I think.
You lost your lid, girl.
I lost my marbles. I get burned. Sauce got violent. Sauce got violent.
I want to give me a spatula.
You got one over there or no?
I got one. I found
Yeah, I was
one.
about to say there's one over here if you need it.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
You can never have enough spatulas, folks.
Never, never.
Oh!
I scoop that over to the pan. Big eye, big eye. I think the pizza sauce is about done, so I might be able to move it back over here because I think that's about done.
Oh, yeah?
No. So that's just the pizza sauce. Now here we go with the tapioca. The tapioca stuff for the cheese.
You okay? You want to rinse that off from this, please?
Oh yeah, I'm doing great. I'm just thinking, the pizza's absolutely. You just may rinse it off. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just so glad you like to cook because I don't know. My patience is so. You know what I mean? I mean, I definitely, I would be making your mozzarella cheese. Oh my gosh, right? I do the whole thing. Yeah, I would. Now, you usually only do this once a weekend, right?
No. We didn't do it last weekend.
Yeah, if we're lucky, you do it once a weekend. So.
We can. We could.
Yeah.
We just don't.
No.
Alright, so Marley, well,
I love you, but you've got to move it, baby. You've got to move it. You've got to move it.
turn it off. Excuse me, already. Alright, so I'm going to swap some pizza sauce over here. And I've got to, I'm just thinking. I think I want to use this. Goes a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Yeah. And here we go with this. Now we just got to get this thickened up. And as soon as it's done, you want to get a bowl?
Yeah.
And the ice stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody about that bowl and icing?
I gotta think. You gotta take the cheese after it's ready, and you take it with ice water, which of course I sound like I said something else, but and then you stick your little cheese into a little like it's like I use an ice cream scooper. And you dip it down in that ice water, and then you sit in the refrigerator for a little bit, and then you have your little mozzarella ball.
I might have just used too much ice, but that's okay.
Oh no. Oh no, that's plenty. It's perfect. You gonna come stir it for me for a minute?
Sure, I'd love to.
Because we can't let it burn.
Okay.
It can't burn. No burn.